Yeah. Hi. Now we are going to discuss regarding to the different leadership styles. I think you know what is who is a leader, and what is the mean of leadership. A leader is a person who influences the behavior of their subordinates and direct them towards of a stated direction, towards of a stated goal is called a leader. Means leader is a person who influences the behavior of others in a specified manner for a specified purpose is called as a leader. Leadership, it is a process of influencing the behavior of the others as per the needed direction of the organization. That is called the leadership. Now we see the definition of leadership, then we'll understand what is a leadership. So here, according to the Kunj and Daniel and Kunj and O'Donnell, they defines the leadership as a leadership. It is a process of influencing people so that they will strive willingly towards the achievement of the goal or achievement of the goal. Simple. Kunj, according to the Kunj, where we need to influence the people in the organization for the attainment of the goals, attainment of the goals, willingly. It is indicate that voluntarily people has to participate and participate and behave in a stated mode. That is what leadership. And here we are having another definition. This definition will give you a detailed view what is a leadership. According to the Louis Ellen, a leader is one who guides and direct the other people. A leader is a person who guides and direct the other people, and he gives the efforts to his followers a direction and purpose by influencing their behavior. Here, that's what the mean of according to the Ellen is the managers usually in the organization. Managers will be the leaders. The managers, they need to have and leadership qualities. They need to have a leadership qualities, and sometimes in the organization people may not have the leadership quality, maybe designate as a manager, but leader is a differ and manager is a differ. Manager is a person who perform the managerial functions is called the managers, but a leader is a person who influences the others behavior for a stated goal is called the leader. Sometimes the manager may have been designated as a manager, may not have the qualities of the leadership. Sometimes leaders, they may have the ability to influence them, but they may not have the quality, or they may not be designated as a manager into the organization. That's why we need to inculcate the managerial skills. In addition to the managerial skills, we need to inculcate leadership skills also to the managers for attainment of the goals or for running an organization successfully. So that's why here we are going to talk regarding what is the leadership and what are the leadership styles we are having. So finally you understood what is the leadership. Leadership is a leadership. It is a process of influencing the behavior of others for for attainment of the specified purpose in an organization. So that is called leadership. Now coming to the point of the nature and the characteristics of the leadership. Leadership will exist when there are the followers. Means there are the people who can be influenced and influenced, then only the leader will be there. Means where there is no followers, there will be no leaders. So leadership involves a community of interest between the leader and his followers. There is a relationship. I mean to say that an interactive relationship must be present between the leader and the follower. Where they don't have the community of interest, and means there is a need of the commonality. I mean to say that called both interests should be common. Then only a follower can follow a leader. A leader is able to influence the behavior of the follower because both are moving in the same direction, both are having the similar sort of behavior. Leadership involves as an unequal distribution of authority among the leaders and the group members. Leadership will be present only when there is an inequality, there is no equality, unequally, where the leader must have the higher skills, higher knowledge, or I mean higher cognition, or higher qualities than the follower. Then only the follower will accept the leader and the leadership will be present into the organization. Leadership, it is a process of influencing. Yes, leadership is a process of influencing the behavior of the subordinates for attainment of the stated goals in the organization. And leadership is a function of stimulation. Yes, leadership, it is a process, it is a function of stimulation. The way you pursue, I think you know the stimulation. There are different sense of organs will be there. So like we have in 5 sense of organs. By 5 sense of organs, stimulations will develop. So by listening, seeing, uh, touching, and hearing. No, there are 5 sense of organs are there. By using of these 5 sense organs, stimulations will develop. Leadership is a stimulation process. People will be influenced physically, so and mentally. So a leader must have an exemplary. No, this is an leadership is only will be possible, and he is able to influence when he is in exemplary, than exemplary in the different aspects. What a follower is expecting. Leader is ensure the absolute justice. Yes, the leader must always to provide a justice to their followers. Then only followers will accept the leader, and the leadership process will continue into the organization. Now, all these skills, whatever the characters that which we specified now, all these characters sticks that the manager is supposed to acquire, and you need to present in the organization to get the things done in the organization. So now we take called the leadership styles. Actually, the major study of leadership style was performed in the year 1939 by the Kurt Lewin, who lead a group of researchers to identify different style of leaderships. This this early study has remained quite influential, as it is established the 3 type of major leadership styles. There are 3 leadership styles that which we are presenting here. One is an autocratic style, participative or democratic style, and delegative or laissez free or free reign leadership style. When you say that called autocratic style, the leader tells, and and the followers, and what the leaders tells, and his or her employees what to do, how to do, without getting their advice. I mean, here in the autocratic style, it will come from the top to bottom without considering the subordinate. The he impose some sort of decisions, and subordinates has to supposed to be follow. That is called the autocratic style. And we have an positives and negatives into the autocratic style also. Positive way is that decision can be taken immediately, and easy to implement. And other important advantage of the autocratic leadership is where the implementation part also will be very easy. But we have more negatives are there. People initially may be accept, but while in execution they may not follow the rule. And second thing is, and sometimes and majority of the times the subordinates maybe differ with the leader when the loyalty is the question mark in the leadership process. So that's why autocratic style may not suits for certain sort of organizations where more number of people are. Where less number of people are there and less more inequalities are present, on autocratic style will work. Then participative democratic style, under this the leader include one or more employees in the decision making process, but the leader normally maintain the final decision making authority. Participative or democratic style, we involve the subordinates also into the decision making process, and they will be connected towards of the in the execution also. The subordinates also will be involved into the decision making, and he will discuss with the subordinate, and finally the decision is taken by the leader only. He's having the the leader will have the authority to take the final decisions. Next, we talk regarding to the other element. No, majority the participative democratic styles are making today because more number of people are involving, more number of specializations are required to do a tasks today. So people are and leaders or the managers may not be having a prominent knowledge or cognition related to all the aspects. At that time, democratic style and the participative style is preferable. Then we talk regarding to the free form style or delegative style or laissez-faire style. Under this style, the leader allows the employees to make the decision. However, the leader is still responsible for the decisions that they are made. I mean, it allows the leader will allow the subordinate to take the decision. Freely he can take the decision. But whatever the decision which is taken by the subordinate, leader must be will take the responsibility. But this sort of scenario is very complex and very difficult in certain sort of situations when there is a negative results are there. At that time we are having delegative style will have an impact. So it means when the subordinates are not good into the subject, when they are not good at the work, and when they are taking the wrong decisions by taking of their perceptions, then finally it will impact onto the managers. So the managers they can go for the free form style only when he's having more trust onto their subordinate, and he feels that the subordinates are more worth and knowledgeable, skill worth, then we can go for the free form style. Today, majority of the organizations are following the participative democratic style, and some of the organizations prefer to go to the even free form style, but autocratic styles are working with the small organizations where less number of people and owner management styles are presenting. You can see the styles into this particular picture, and we have taken the power and the power style and emphasis. Autocratic style, only leader will take the decision. Blue color shows that the entire power and employee will follow. But in the participative, whole group will take into the consideration. And when you come to the free form style, the employee is having the power, he will take the decision, leader will follow the same. So this is what the styles of leadership based on the power and emphasis. Thank you.